think I was about 5 years old when I was drawing. That's when I had my first real kind of idea that this was my thing and this was something I really enjoyed doing and I wanted to do all the time, so. My name is Hafid Roserie. I'm an art director in video games. I spend a lot of my time figuring out the look of the video games, the color palettes, working with the team to develop the design for the characters, the worlds that people get to play in. Today we're gonna draw one of my favorite things. We get to draw a robot. So I love robots, I think they're cool. I've watched every robot movie there is. And today I want us to get together and make our own. So I want you to grab your pens, grab your pencils, whatever you need, and we can get started on drawing, all right? Let's go. I think robots are a fun challenge. You can make different sizes, different shapes. You can find cool ways of doing it and add your own spin to it. So today I want us to do that. All right, we get to design one of my favorite things. Here we go. First, we're gonna start out with the head, nice round shape. And after, we're gonna start with a nice strong body. So we're gonna use 2 circles here. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Now we're gonna start off with the shoulders. Every robot needs its shoulders. Next, we're gonna work on his hands. So we're gonna use nice big ovals for each hand. I know he doesn't quite look like a robot right now, but just hang on, hang in there. Now we're gonna work on his belly with a half circle. And next up, we're gonna work on his torso. It's gonna be like a giant U. Now we're gonna start working on his helmet and his armor. So we're gonna use a half circle here. And we're gonna use a nice big circle here to make his helmet. You can see how a robot's starting to come together slowly. We want to add a little bit of detail to his armor, so some chest plates. So we're going to add a line and an arc, another one. We're going to work on his shoulder protectors. So we're going to put 2 more arcs here. Now we're going to connect his arms. There we go. And another one. Every robot needs fingers now, so let's put in his fingers. We're going to use that U shape again. Now we're going to add finger number 2 for each hand. Still using a piece of that U shape. And now finger number 3. You can see our robot's starting to come together. Now we're going to add a little detail to his chest with 2 double circles. And now we're going to build up his robot underpants. So we're going to use an arc and another arc as well to connect it to his torso. Now we're going to work on his thighs, and we're going to use 2 half circles and connect them to his underpants. And next we're going to work on his legs. I'm going to use half bananas because I like using them to draw with, but you could use whatever shape you want. You could use squares, you could use circles, you could use ovals, whatever is fun for you. Next up, we got to give him his toes. So we're gonna work on the first toe, which is like a triangle, and the second toe. Again, use whatever shape you want to, whatever's comfortable. Have fun with his toes. You're doing a good job. Now we're gonna give him a voice box so he could talk to us. So we're gonna use a couple lines here. Now we're gonna add some details to his legs and run a few lines down the middle. Now we're gonna give him his face. We're gonna put 2 eyes using ovals. Again, you could put whatever you want. He could have a cat face, he could have a smiley face, angry face, whatever is fun for you. Now we're gonna add some details for the lines to his torso. Next up, we're gonna start working on his arms. I use arcs, but you can use squiggly lines if you want to, or straight lines, or circular lines. Now we're gonna add it to his feet. And to the next one. Our robot's starting to look really nice. Nice job. Now we're gonna add a bit more detail here. First, we're gonna add to the armor of his hands by going with an arc and another one. Then we're gonna add some detail to his underpants. Add a little shadow to his thighs. And now we're gonna color in some of his torso so we can see underneath his armor. Next up, we're gonna add some details to his arm. Just a straight line or a curve, whichever you like. And then we're gonna color in his eyes. Man, great job. Your robot's looking awesome. Now, we have a new friend that we could play with. You should give him a name. All right, hey, thanks for coming out and having fun drawing. Keep practicing, keep having fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing more drawings from you guys later on.